fighting for a democracy. Fighting for a democracy. And understand the difference here. Understand the difference here. Moving forward.
When they asked her about the gun.
Yes.
And I got a Glock. What kind?
Yes.
And her answer was,
Yeah.
And Those were invented by nervous white people around black people.
Tyrus didn't just put Kamala Harris in the hot seat. He cranked the temperature to a roast. And let's be real, she's been preheating that seat for years. Awkward pauses, nervous cackles, speeches that sound like riddles written by a malfunctioning AI. It's all been leading up to this. What Tyrus is doing isn't your usual political clapback. This is full-blown demolition. He takes the infamous word salads, the stage motivational lines, and the Joker audition laughs, then serves them back on a silver platter. If you thought her speeches were confusing before, wait until you hear them broken down line by line. You'll realize Kamala doesn't give speeches. She gives escape rooms with no solution.
And the VP Harris, she won't go to the border, probably because she'd rather take the magic school bus to the moon.
You guys are going to see. You're going to literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. Oh, with your own eyes. I'm telling you, it is going to be unbelievable.
With your own eyes.
Before we keep going, smash that like button because you don't want to miss this. Kamala Harris is living proof that you can fail so spectacularly upwards, you start bending the laws of physics. Elon Musk has rockets. Kamala Harris has cackles and corporate jargon. Forget engineering. Her greatest invention was launching herself into the vice presidency with nothing but a laugh that sounds like a ringtone from 2007 and a speech style that makes Google Translate look poetic. Her smile says, I practice this in the mirror, but her words say, even I don't know where this is going.
Again, after dishing out another one of her now notoriously scrambled responses, which her critics have taken to calling a word salad. The vice president was meeting with the Jamaican prime minister, for example, when she blurted this out.
For Jamaica, one of the issues that has been presented as an issue that is economic in the way of its impact has been the pandemic. So to that end, we are announcing today also that we will assist Jamaica in...
America didn't vote for leadership. It voted for the worst audition tape in political history. Kamala walked through a resume that reads like a fever dream. Prosecutor turned politician turned what exactly? The role of vice president is already mostly symbolic. But Kamala managed to make it into a performance art piece. Every time she talks, it's like the pilot episode of a sitcom no one asked for. Imagine watching reruns of a canceled show, except the show is real life, and the script is being written in crayon.
So, I think it's very important, as you have heard from so many incredible leaders, for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present, and to be able to contextualize it, to understand where we...
And then there's a laugh. Dear God, the laugh. That jittery, nervous cackle that sounds less world leader and more middle schooler trying to cover up getting caught cheating on a test. She could be asked about nuclear weapons, and she'll respond with the same laugh you hear at a backyard barbecue when Uncle Larry slips on potato salad. World leaders meet her, expecting gravitas, but instead, they get what sounds like an open mic night for failed Joker auditions. It's not confidence. It's not charm. It's an audible scream for help.
Poor hubby. Poor hubby.
Kamala Harris talks like she's been stuck in an endless job interview for a position she didn't apply for. She strings words together like she's solving riddles in real time, except she's the one who wrote the riddles and still can't figure them out. Her speeches are like opening a fortune cookie written by ChatGPT on 1% battery. You wait for the wisdom, but what you get is, together, We are in this moment, and that is important. It's not inspiration. It's Microsoft Clippy trying stand-up.
Do you regret not voicing your opinion in that moment?
Yes, and I actually have reflected on that, and I've written about that. I realized.
Would it have mattered if you did?
I don't know.
And this is the person one heartbeat away from the Oval Office. Supposedly, she was brought in to add charisma and inspiration. Instead, she brought Google Translate on shuffle mode. Watching her speak is like watching someone who accidentally hit randomize on a playlist of corporate buzzwords. Moment, importance, future, together, then boom, laugh, speech over. And let's not forget her track record. First, she was tough on truancy like it was terrorism, threatening parents with jail because their kids skipped class. Then she reinvented herself as Cool Auntie Kamala, handing out awkward TikTok vibes. It's not growth, it's political cosplay. Every day is a new costume change.
I thought it was amazing that no one asked. You told the American people that President Biden was better than he ever was, and you couldn't keep up with him. And then he gets pulled out of the race because he has dementia. So on the record, you are saying that a old man with dementia or whatever they want to call it, outworked you. And you were the last person in the room. So why are you running for president again?
Yes, the 2020 campaign. She came out the gate with stadium rallies, glowing headlines, and the hype of being the historic candidate. And then reality hit. Voters took one look and said, yeah, no thanks. Her campaign collapsed faster than a crypto coin. She didn't even make it to the primaries. She went from the next big thing to the answer to a trivia question in record time. But instead of fading, she was handed the vice presidency like a consolation prize. Her big job? Handle the border crisis. Her solution? Do everything but actually go to the border. It's like hiring a lifeguard who sets up their chair 3 blocks away from the pool. Then she flew to Central America and told people, do not come. Brilliant, because poverty and violence are definitely solved with polite reminders.
Moving forward, she couldn't move forward from that sentence. My IQ moved backward.
Kamala Harris is the group project partner we've all had. Shows up late, does nothing, then insists on giving the presentation. And when it's over, she laughs like she just crushed it. If politics had Yelp reviews, hers would read 2 stars. Showed up, didn't deliver, laughed a lot, would not recommend. Her approval ratings are lower than dial-up internet speeds. Her foreign policy moments? Disaster. Sending her to negotiate with world leaders is like sending the class clown to argue with the principal. Other nations must think America is trolling them. Wait, this is the best you had? Really?
Worst things that you can say to people.
Yeah.
But I help people who harm people. God bless, good night, that's my time. That's what...
I think it's an excellent thing to acknowledge to a therapist.
Yes.
Kamala was supposed to be the future of the Democratic Party, the blazing trailblazer. Instead, she's a crash course in what happens when hype meets reality. She's not a pioneer. She's a political version of buying a shiny new gadget that breaks on the first use. And yet, the system keeps propping her up. Not because she's effective, not because she's trusted, but because mediocrity is rewarded in Washington. If mediocrity had a saint, Kamala Harris would be canonized tomorrow. She's not breaking barriers. She's tripping over them, then laughing like it was part of the act.
I don't think Kamala will ever hold public office again.
Better not.
I don't think you can come back from. It wasn't that she was outfoxed. It wasn't that she lost. I think you can certainly lose an election and run a good election and still.
History will remember her as the word salad queen, the woman who turned cackling into policy. She's not controversial. She's not polarizing. She's awkward, painfully awkward. She could describe water and somehow leave you more confused. And just when you think she might actually land a point, there it is again, the laugh, that high-pitched sitcom side character laugh that doubles as her reset button. If presidential debates ever turned into open mic night, Kamala wouldn't need a set. She'd just giggle for 5 minutes, and call it legislation.
She never saw the video.
Yeah.
Okay? That's not someone who describes a video.
Yeah.
That's someone that they handed this to her, and she was like, elephants? Oh, I'll take it from here. And then she went out there. And she was not drunk. She was hungover, because she's way worse when she's hungover. That was hungover because she kept saying the same thing over and over again.
Her defenders always cry that criticism is unfair because she's a woman of color. Wrong. The problem isn't identity. It's that her instincts are worse than a malfunctioning GPS. Always recalculating, never arriving. She wanted to be the champion of justice. But voters remembered she fought to keep people in prison for cheap labor. Every debate was like watching someone try to delete embarrassing Facebook photos in real time. Her campaign staff literally didn't know what she stood for. Imagine working for her and having to Google your own boss's platform. That's not leadership. That's improv.
Surrounded, and then they formed a circle, and then they got together. Go the way.
And yet, that was enough to get her the vice presidency. Not because the people demanded it, not because she earned it, because the Democratic Party wanted symbolism. And sure, it was historic, just not in the way they hoped. Instead of becoming a beacon of leadership, she turned into America's global comedy tour. Every clip of her abroad plays like an SNL sketch. Serious leaders give speeches. Kamala nods, giggles, and delivers words salad like a college freshman winging a group project. Her cooking videos? Cringe. Her photo ops? Staged to the point she looks like a Madame Tussauds wax figure. She has the charisma of an AI influencer that hasn't been programmed to blink.
So powerful at the convention when you said you have guns. No, at the debate. At the debate,
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun owner.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes. I hear that. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that. But my staff will deal with that later.
Yeah. I'm talking about the first time I've ever seen Oprah Winfrey stutter.
Yeah.
She was like, what she wanted to say, remember that stupid you said at the, which, was it the debate or was it the DNC that they drew me out and Stedman's pissed, he was double parked, waiting for this. Like, she literally said nothing. She's like, if Oprah can't save you, nobody can save.
Her approval ratings say it all. They're not low because she's unfairly targeted. They're low because no one's buying what she's selling. She doesn't inspire love. She doesn't inspire hate. She inspires apathy, and apathy is worse. It's political death. Her speeches are like their own genre of comedy. She repeats words like she's casting a spell, then forgets the question. She couldn't survive the 2020 primaries. She can't break 40% approval. And yet, she's still next in line. Not because of talent, but because of desperation. Kamala Harris isn't a leader. She's a participation trophy with a laugh track.
You know what happened, Greg? The teleprompter went up and they cheered too long.
Yeah.
And she panicked because all she couldn't remember the connection word. So she panicked. This ain't close, I'm telling you.
And that's what makes her the perfect symbol of modern politics. Kamala Harris isn't the exception. She's the blueprint. Politicians today aren't rewarded for competence. They're rewarded for optics. And her image isn't leader of the free world. It's camp counselor killing time before the bus shows up. She set out to make history, and she did, but not as the trailblazer she imagined. She'll be remembered as the meme, a case study in how not to lead, how not to connect, how not to inspire. She wanted to be the moment. Instead, she became the punchline.